हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, दिस इज नीरज वर्मा फ्रॉम study.tricksmaker नीरज चैनल। तो आज हम लोग क्लास 9th NCERT की बुक का क्लास 9th का चैप्टर 6 स्टार्ट करते हैं, लाइन्स एंड एंगल्स। You may be familiar with the lines as you have read these in your earlier classes. Earlier classes you have read that this is a line which has no end points. इसके कोई भी end points नहीं होते हैं और ये क्या कहलाती है? This is called line. And a part of any line means if we cut it from here and here, it has two end points, say A and B, then it is called line segment. Means we have learned that this is a line. This can be denoted by only one letter in small letters, but a line segment is always denoted by two capital letters, and we can say that the line cannot be measured. We can't measure any line because it is progressing towards this side and this side, means line progresses towards both sides to infinity. So we can't measure the length of the line. So and the part of any line that is called line segment, it has two end points and it can be measured, and it is denoted by A and B, and we can denote it as AB. If we take 2 points on the line A and B, then we can also denote it as line will be denoted by this mark. It is denoting that this is a line, but it is denoting that it is a line segment. So line segment can be measured. Next, you are also familiar with this. This is a ray. Since it has one end point and one progressing end, means it has only one end point and progressing only one direction. This is called the ray, and it can be denoted if we take A and B, so we denote it as AB. And we can also say that it cannot be measured also because its one end is progressing toward a direction, so it can also not be measured. तो ये क्या हुआ जाकर, these are the some explanations for line segment and ray. अब नेक्स्ट इसमें जो होगा एंगल्स। You have also learned the angles in your earlier classes, that angle is formed when two rays originate from same point. If two rays originate from same point, they form an angle. This is our ray, and originating point is this. Another ray is originating in this direction. Then we can say there is an angle between them. So this measurement, this circular measurement is called angle. We can say this is angle, or we can say this is also an angle. then means you can say that angle is formed when two lines originate from the same point. Angle making rays are called arms of the angle. These are called arms of the angle. Arms of the angle, and this point, originating point, is called vertex. So now we are going to study about these two terms, lines and angles, and related to these terms we will study many other things. So get ready, we are going to study. First of all, we will study about the angles. Angles. As you have learned this in earlier classes, that angles are, there are many types of angles, which is means zero angle. Zero angle is that when your initial arm, means two arms, since there are two arms in an angle, so one arm is called initial arm and second arm is called terminal arm. So when initial arm and terminal arm are coincident, then this angle is called zero angle, 0 degree. There is an angle whose measurement is 0 degree, so this angle is called zero angle. And another angle, next, acute angle, मीन्स एंगल्स को अगर देखते हैं तो क्या आया, फर्स्ट है जीरो एंगल, सेकेंड एक्यूट एंगल, थर्ड राइट एंगल, फोर्थ ऑब्ट्यूज एंगल, फिफ्थ है स्ट्रेट एंगल, एंड सिक्स्थ रिफ्लेक्स एंगल, सेवंथ कंप्लीट एंगल. You have learned these all angles in your earlier classes. Main zero angle, I have told you before that when initial arm and terminal arm are initial, मतलब coincident, then this angle is called zero angle. Second type of angle, acute angle. Acute angle is called acute angle when the angles which are greater than zero, angles which are greater than 0 and less than 90 degree, those are called acute angles. Theta, if we denote the angle as a theta, then theta equals 0 angle. The angles which are greater than 0 degree and less than 90 degree, those are called acute angles. Such as means this angle is 90, means less than this, these angles, all angles, this angle or this angle or this angle, any of them, these are called acute angles, means angles which are less than 90 degree and greater than 0 degree are called acute angles. And right angle theta equal 90 degree, this is called right angle. Next, obtuse angle. Obtuse angle is that which is greater than, angles are which are greater than 90 and less than 180 degree are called obtuse angles. Means angles, this is our 90 degree angle. If we draw this 180 is here, means these angles formed, all these angles are called obtuse angles, which are greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degree. Those all angles are called obtuse angles. Straight angle. Straight angle is that which is equal to 180 degree. Means when initial arm and terminal arm are directly opposite to each other, then the angle formed, that is called straight angle, and its measurement is 180 degree. Next, reflex angle. Reflex angle are those which are greater than 180 degree and less than 360 degree. Those all angles are called reflex angles. Means this is our initial arm and 180 means this angle. After that, if we move here, this is terminal arm, this angle is called reflex angle. Or we can any angle here formed by two lines, two arms, those all are called reflex angles. And complete angle when theta equal 360 degree, means when initial arm and terminal arm after completing one rotation and gets coincident with initial arm, then that angle is called complete angle. When terminal arm completes one revolution, then this angle formed by that arm is called complete angle. These are the angles which you have learnt in your earlier classes. Now forward towards the other type of angles. Now we are going to learn about the other type of angles which are in the form of pair. Those angles are also necessary for our further studies. So we will learn about some angles. First angle, adjacent angle. Means adjacent angles are those which have common vertex and a common arm, and non-common arms are opposite in the opposite sides of the common arm. Means if we draw these two angles, we are seeing that there are two angles, first one and second. Their vertex is common and one arm is also common. If we denote it A, O, B and C, then if we represent this angle, then we can denote it angle AOB. If we want to represent this angle, then we write angle COB. Means OB, arm OB is common and non-common arms are opposite to each other from the common arm. So these angles are called adjacent angles. Next, second type of angles, pair of angles are here, which are called, second type of angles, if we want to represent them, we can say linear angles, linear pair angles. As you are seeing here, that linear pair angles means it is a special case of adjacent angles. It is a special case of adjacent angles. How? We have just studied about the adjacent angles, that the adjacent angles have a common vertex and a common arm, and non-common arms are opposite to each other from the common arm. These linear pair angles is also that type of angles, means here is also a common vertex and a common arm, but non-common arms are opposite to, in the opposite direction of each other. Non-common arms are in the opposite direction, means these arms are collinear. Collinear, then these angles are called linear pair angles, means since it is a line and it is a common arm, and these angles are so formed, these angles are called linear pair angles. Next, third type of angles, if you want to know or learn about the third type of angles, first of all we can say vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles, when two lines intersect each other. When two lines intersect each other, then on the point of intersection, they are formed two pairs of vertically opposite angles. If you see here that it is see here, this is a vertex and it is an angle. And this vertex, its opposite here is also, this is also an angle. Vertex is here and opposite, this angle is opposite to it and this angle is opposite to it, means these two are vertically opposite angles, and these two are also vertically opposite angles. So there are two pairs of vertically opposite angles, and here is a statement that vertically opposite angles are always equal to each other. It means if we denote these lines as A, B, C, D, then we can say that angle AOB equal angle AOB equal angle COD. Why are these equal? Since they are vertically opposite angles. These are also vertically opposite angles. We can write them as angle AOD equal angle BOC. And these are all vertically opposite angles, so they are also equal. These are three types of angles which will be used in your further studies. So learn them and be ready for next video. Till then, thank you. Bye.